Hi, Larry Benjamin here with another Tesla Model 3 video. I'm driving a late 2017 long-range rear-wheel drive model. The car has about 26,000 miles on it, and I'll be talking about the pros and cons of ownership over the last 2+ years. It has mostly been trouble-free and the most enjoyable car I've driven. This car has the full self-driving option, and I'll demonstrate the visualization preview later in this video. The car has been reliable with no issues with the exterior paint, interior components, or the electric motor. We've gained many great options strictly through over-the-air software updates, such as true one-pedal driving due to the more aggressive regenerative braking. I've been told by Tesla that I should get almost 100,000 miles on these brakes. If I had the stronger regenerative option earlier in the ownership of my car, I could even get more mileage on them. In software 2020.12.5, we have a couple of new additions here. We have a little Sentry icon right up there. You can turn it on and off. And then under the dash cam icon, we have Launch Viewer. And it launches this viewing pane here, which shows you, defaults to the front, but you can look at the rear, the right, or the left cameras. And you can scrub at the bottom, as well as delete clips. And here, there's a little clip viewer, so you can look at your Sentry or dash cam clips. Let's look at one from back in October on the freeway. Again, all the cameras are synchronized, and we can scrub ahead at the bottom. One of the new features that came in the software update is to show you which supercharger stalls are out of order. If we click on a supercharger, it'll show us 2 stalls out of order. I had the previous hardware 2.5 swapped out for the hardware 3.0. This occurred at a Tesla service center and took place in the course of an afternoon. Let's look at the full self-driving visualization preview. You can see that the display on the left shows arrows painted on the ground, the word stop on the road, and the actual stop sign as well. Trash cans are also visualized and represented as you pass them in real time. At a traffic light intersection, you can see pedestrians, as well as when the light changes from red to green. The number of traffic signals is accurately represented as well. Construction cones are accurately rendered. The next step to have the car respond to the lights is forthcoming in subsequent software updates. Even a blinking red light is shown graphically as it's happening in real time. The visualization displays fire hydrants inaccurately as construction cones, but I'm sure that'll be remedied in the future. The car's performance in off-the-line torque and power has been increased by 10% over the course of 2 separate software updates. The 0 to 60 time is below 5 seconds.
Set temperature to 72 degrees.
More voice-activated functions have also been added.
Open glove box.
I've really noticed an increase in the accuracy and ability of the autopilot to navigate windy roads such as Sepulveda Boulevard and Mulholland Drive in Los Angeles, and on city streets. All right, we're going to start our trip with a full charge. The battery management system has been particularly strong, and the range is essentially the same. When you navigate to a supercharger using the trip computer, battery preconditioning commences. A downside to the popularity of more Teslas being on the road is the lack of availability of charging stalls at many supercharger sites. However, more supercharger locations are being added regularly. Fortunately, the charging rate at many of the stations is fast. There is a time limit to keep your capacity to 80%. This can be overridden if you need more range for a long trip. When I took a road trip to Northern California, the Kettleman City featured a version 3 supercharger site. This was a 250 kilowatt location and had a comfortable lounge with fast Wi-Fi, food, and drinks. Okay, for the downside of things, do not get into an accident. I actually didn't and was parked and hit, which caused a decent amount of damage. The car was in the body shop for 4 months, and 3 of them were waiting for parts. Months later, a small parking lot scrape required replacing the rear bumper, and that time was reduced to 1 month waiting on parts, but at least the car was drivable while the part was ordered. The only other issue I've had was a piece of hardware that controlled the left pillar camera. A Tesla mobile service tech made the necessary repair on site, as well as updated the software and calibrated the hardware. You can use your smartphone as a hotspot and connect via Wi-Fi to update software when prompted. Here you can see me getting an update while driving as evidenced by the blue graphic, and autopilot is not available until completed. The car continues to improve with software updates and is proven to be reliable. It's still free of squeaks and the fit and finish is solid. I know my model has slight panel gaps and other small niggles that other luxury cars don't have, but the very low maintenance, fast performance, industry-leading battery management, superior technology, and an ever-growing supercharger network are more important to me than those other issues. I'll continue to update you as I drive the car, as I'm well aware that 2+ years and 26,000 miles is nothing of note.